He shoots him 4 more times. He abused him. He was dead already. And that hurt. That hurts.
A man wearing a mask and gloves inside the taqueria around 11:30 Thursday night, pointing what looks like a gun at customers while demanding money. As some hide and throw cash, this man takes action just as the robber heads to the door, still with his gun drawn.
Yo, what's happening? It's your man OG Bo Beats TV. Coming to you today, another special video. What's good? What's happening YouTube? It's your man OG Bo Beats, and I'm back with another video for you today. So today I got something different, man. You know what I'm saying? My channel, OG Bo Beats TV, sneakers, news, stocks. Today I got some news, man, and this is a crazy story, and I just want to give y'all my take on it and my thoughts on it. Because stuff like this happens all the time, and you know we got to do better. But this is a crazy story. So I don't know if you heard about it, but about a week, maybe a week or two ago, in Southwest Houston, basically this guy decides to do an armed robbery inside a local taqueria, I think if that's how you say it, and it basically goes all bad for him. So he goes in there, it's late night, I think 11:30, and he goes in there to basically, you know, rob everybody, and ends up getting killed by one of the customers, you know what I'm saying, who was packing a gun. I mean, that's what they do in Texas. So I'm gonna let y'all watch the video and get into it, you know, a little bit more after that, give y'all my thoughts, because it's very interesting. Because in the video, his mom is actually talking, and you know, she's giving us the kind of "that's my baby" type of thing, and I mean, we gotta discuss that. But make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the video, and let's just go ahead and get in the video, watch this clip, and then we'll talk about it.
With this week's Crime Files. And this week, it's all about a taqueria robbery that has the nation talking. The video is insane to watch, but the story of what happened next, even more shocking. So it all starts with a masked man with a gun and ends with an armed customer jumping into.
All right, so check that out. So you see the guy right there robbing the place. He ain't even securing everybody, man. Like, this is a horrible idea. You know what I'm saying? This is something I see kids do, people do, and I just don't understand what they're thinking about. You see, he's already got, you see the guy right there got the gun out. He don't even know it. All right.
Action. As the case has unfolded, we found out a lot about all the people involved, even hearing from the mom of the robber as she talks about the life he lived. We start our days of coverage with Fox 26's Matthew Seedorf.
It's back to work now for everyone in this restaurant, but we're now learning more about the terrifying night for everyone inside. Dramatic moments inside a Houston restaurant. We've frozen the graphic video as a customer fires 8 shots and then one more, killing a would-be robber.
Yo, he fired 8 shots. Now, some people are saying that's an overkill, but I mean, let's just be real, man. My life is in danger. Innocent bystanders, kids, women. This guy's robbing the place. He doesn't care about anybody's safety, let alone your belongings, your hard-earned money that he's stealing. So, I mean, you know, that's why these states have these stand your ground, self-defense, because, I mean, yeah, he definitely was, you know, he was in the right.
Thank God no one else was hurt.
A man wearing a mask and gloves inside the taqueria around 11:30 Thursday night, pointing what looks like a gun at customers while demanding money. As some hide and throw cash, this man takes action just as the robber heads to the door, still with his gun drawn.
And I mean, me personally, I have never been in a situation like that, but I could just imagine. And I'm usually with my family and my kids, so I could just imagine, you know, because people are crazy and you don't know what they're gonna do. You know, sometimes robbers will yell out, hey, look, I'm not gonna hurt anybody, just give me what I'm asking for. But you just don't know nowadays, man. And people are shooting guns at a higher rate than we've ever seen before. So I know this was a scary situation.
Picked up the money, turned around and left, and that's when the customer got up and shot him.
The shooter angry, realizing the robber's gun is plastic.
So, did y'all hear that? The robber had a fake gun. All right, the robber had a fake gun. Now, I'm gonna put that in context in a second. I'm gonna skip to a couple parts. But the robber had a fake gun. All right, so not only was this guy threatening people's lives, it wasn't even real. This is some real life, like, yo, it's a lot of other options out there for people to do other than that. All right, let me see where we at in the video.
Returning the stolen money to customers, taking a sip of his drink, and leaving before police arrive.
He needs to call HPD homicide and come explain exactly what occurred and his.
The guy that ended up shooting him, man, it was an older, looked like white guy. You know, hey, dude was gangster, man. He did what he had to do. Realized the gun was fake. He was pissed because it didn't matter. It didn't matter. You can't tell me a gun is fake and it's a BB gun and you still gonna get hit up. He gave everybody their money back, took a sip of his drink, and then said, "I'm out of here." He ain't even wait for police. I don't blame him. Whole night ruined everything. You just had to do something you didn't want to do. You know?
Side of the story.
Authorities now wanting to speak with this man seen getting into an old pickup truck, someone the restaurant owner is calling a hero.
Just thankful for the man who helped me, and I just wanted him to take care of himself.
At this hour, police still hoping to find.
All right, so you see that's crazy, man. So let's fast forward to this part right here. Y'all gonna trip out. You know, so after this all happened, this guy's, you know, mother and family, everybody has family, of course, they're gonna, you know, have sympathy and grief for you. Excuse me, but check this out. Y'all gotta check this out. All right. Let me get to it. Okay, so I found this out, and now this may put into context about the fake weapon. Watch this part right here.
There's one thing you need to do before you buy anything online. Don't spend another dime on Amazon until you watch this first.
What helped me, and I just wanted him to take care of himself.
Online records reveal Eric had been out of jail on bond during the attempted robbery. Recently charged with assaulting a family member, the 30-year-old also previously convicted for aggravated robbery with a deadly weapon, a case 10 years ago that resulted in the death of a 62-year-old Houston man.
So this guy that already was convicted for and went to prison for sentenced to 15 years for aggravated armed robbery where somebody else died was out on bond and decided to do this. Now, let me keep playing.
Police Monday meeting with the customer who fired these shots. So far choosing not to arrest him or charge him with a crime.
I don't blame him at all. He should not be arrested, charged with a crime. He's a hero. That dude was in there on some foul stuff, and he put a lot of people's life at danger, at stake. So I don't blame him one bit. But check this out right here. All right, we're gonna fast forward a little bit. It's coming up right here.
Say.
He said, "Mom, son to mother, I'm trying to be the best person I can be."
In an ominous phone call Thursday morning, hours before the robbery at El Ranchito that would end his life, 30-year-old Eric Eugene Washington promised his mother, Corinne Goodman, he would do better.
What he did, I don't condone. I don't. He knew better. He never said anything or made me think he would go this route. He started working, he was striving, because he said, "Mom, when you send someone to penitentiary, it breaks you."
In 2015, records show Eric was convicted of aggravated robbery with a deadly weapon and sentenced to 15 years in prison in connection to the shooting death of the business owner, 62-year-old Hamid Warridge.
He was there. He did not kill their father, but he was there and their father got killed. And that I am sorry for. I never got to say that to them, but I'm sorry for that.
Eric,
So let me get this straight. This guy, like I said, we knew he had been locked up for aggravated armed robbery. He got sentenced to 15 years. This was in 2015. Now, this just happened in the end of 2022, right? Or whatever, early 2023, end of 2022. So he got out in at least, 6.5 years, 6 years? So he got out on an aggravated armed robbery where somebody was killed. Now, his mother is saying he didn't kill the person, but he was involved in that. So I say that to say, is this why, one, he decided to do this robbery by himself? Because he learned the lesson that you can't, you can't predict what somebody else is going to do. And then two, is this why he had a fake gun? Because what would make you even do that? Like, are you thinking maybe, well, I'm not going to kill anybody if I have a fake gun? And if it boils down to it, it'll just be a fake gun. Maybe it won't be official armed robbery or something like that. But man, that was a horrible idea, horrible decision. And unfortunately, he paid for it. Now, as far as the mother, you know what I'm saying? I feel sorry for the mother because I have family members and that's in prison and that's been to prison. And, my grandmother, for instance, you know what I'm saying? I know how she feels about certain things when it comes to that. So a child is always going to be, their mother's and their parents' baby in most cases. She's not making excuses for what he did. She wish he didn't get killed, but she does understand, I'm pretty sure, he put himself in that position. You know what I'm saying? So it's a sad situation. She said he called her right before, a couple hours before he did this. So he was obviously going through something. Now, I don't know if he had a substance abuse problem, because how much money do you even think you're going to get robbing people? People don't have money on them. It's not like I'm walking around with $5,000, $10,000 on me. Even the restaurant itself is not going to have that much money on you. So at the most, $200, $300, $400, $500 if you lucky, all for that. And you already was in jail for 5, 6 years and sentenced to 15 years, and you already out on bond. Man, we got to do better, man. This is a classic case. He was 30 years old. He was a grown man, you know what I'm saying? And it sounded like he was trying. But as long as parents and friends and family are enabling you and kind of making you feel okay for not getting your stuff together, this is going to continue to happen. You know what I'm saying? Any of my friends and family, as of today, or not today, but in this day and age, I'm not giving you no excuses, man. Like, you get your stuff together, you know what I'm saying? Don't come at me with nothing, because you ain't getting nothing from me but some instructions. You know what I'm saying? But that's just how I look at it. But this case right here is sad. He lost his life for a little bit of no money. Like, I don't understand the mind frame behind it. I understand you're a convicted felon, but there's a lot of jobs hiring out here, you know what I'm saying, post-COVID and everything like that. So, like I said, this was a sad case. Crazy case, man. But, I mean, I'm going to leave it at that. I ain't even going to play no more of the video. I just want to give y'all my thoughts on this and tell y'all how I felt like the connection between the fake gun and his previous conviction where somebody was killed. He was with somebody on the other one, and then this one he was by himself, maybe thinking that, I do my dirt all by my lonely. You know what I'm saying? That's the old saying. But hey, man, if you're going to do it, you got to know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? But I recommend don't do it at all. You know what I'm saying? I'm OG Bo Beats, man. Thank you. And I appreciate you for tuning in to OG Bo Beats TV, sneakers, news, stocks. Make sure if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the video. This your man, OG Bo Beats, and I'm out. Peace.